So when I was watching you on that show, you said you went from being liberal to conservative.
I wouldn't say I went from being liberal to conservative.
Okay.
I would say I went from liberal to being a far-right extremist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that journey?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I've talked about this a bit, but I grew up in New York. I was a New York liberal. I liked feminism a lot. And it made sense to me because I came from a culture that really was very disrespectful towards women and didn't value their contributions.
Where?
Albanian.
Oh, really? They don't,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know much about Albania.
Yeah, I
so-
mean, they're pretty cool, but there's some things, but now that I see what happens when women get rights, I'm kind of like, oh, I understand why you do this, But I meant also they kind of just didn't really value their contributions because most women in Albanian cultures are home centered.
Okay.
And
you didn't like watching that, or?
I didn't like that it wasn't valued.
Okay.
Yeah, I
like
didn't-
they didn't value the women at home.
Yeah, or in any kind of respect, But that has changed, especially like being in this modern world, and they see how horrible other non-Albanian women are, that they're like, oh, we have a good deal. Like, my wife just wants to raise the kids, and she wants to cook.
They see the women shaving their heads.
They're like, you know what? And they really are like, now I see things with a different view, and part of that is because that has changed, and part of it's because I've changed, and they do value them, and I can see the ways that they value them as different than maybe what I was taught in school about how men are supposed to value women.
So did your mom stay home and your dad work?
No. Both of my parents worked.
Okay.
I mean, they were immigrants. We didn't have that luxury of like somebody stays home, and even this whole kind of like. When they kind of push this sort of trad LARP thing that we've talked about, right? Where women...
It's like live stream your baptism. Yeah.
I mean, that's just really fake because it's never been the case that women haven't worked in a capacity or that wasn't, something that was valued. Like, my grandmother would be, quote unquote, a trad wife, and she's telling me about how when she was 13 she's helping her father plow the fields and sow the seeds of corn and doing this manual labor.
Thank God I wasn't born in that time.
Yeah. I mean, well, I think it was good. I think this kind of labor kept women from being whores, because when you're spending all your energy out there, raising, didn't help everyone though. They were still whores, you're spending all this energy trying to survive and take care of your children and, plow the fields and carry the water and carry the lumber. You don't really have a lot of energy left for extracurricular activities.
You'd be surprised. Whores always find a way to whore.
Yeah, but I think we're in a different situation now.
There's more opportunity. You can just like DM someone on Instagram.
It's not just that. Yeah. It's this idea that there is no such thing as being a whore anymore that's happened. Like, it's just, you're just being a modern person. You're just, you're just being normal, right? And so even within the minds of women who would have in another period of time been good women, it doesn't count as something to be looked down upon and not, to be avoided, that kind of behavior, because the culture is saying there's nothing to be ashamed of. So then it doesn't even factor into a lot of modern girls' minds that, maybe I don't want to just sleep around.
No, I think they want to. I think like there's nothing, you cannot stop a whore from whore. I interviewed like 1,000 of them when I was in England.
Nice.
And they love whoring.
Wait. You interviewed 1,000. When you say whores, like prostitutes who pay?
Sorry, 1,000 people.
1,000.
A good chunk of them were like
OnlyFans girls. Yeah. So that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm not. Look, the truth is.
Yeah.
If you want to be a whore,
they'll whore.
You'll find a way.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is a sizable portion of the female population, because women go with what the tribe says. So the tone of behavior is set by the tribe. And through generation, throughout time, historically, for the most part, the tribe has set a standard of behavior that chastity was to be valued, right? Morality, loyalty, fidelity, these things were to be valued. And so the plethora of sheep-like women, there are sheep-like men too, right? Most people are, they need to follow, would stay within the confines of the culture because the culture said this is what you do, right? Now that's completely gone. You're not even allowed to say that because you're being misogynistic, you're being oppressive, you're backwards, you're a fascist. And so these women who are sort of in the middle, who are going to go with the temperature, are steering towards whoredom because that is the mainstream now.